All right, Bobby Chaffee here, H&P Oval, Area 51 Auto Victory Lane, standing here with your 2023 Modified Series track champion, Nathan Caldwell. Tell me about it, man. This is a competitive division, one of the most competitive divisions we have here at H&P. Talk about your race tonight, but more importantly, talk about this 2023 season and how you got to this point right here.
Man, tonight was a heck of a race. I was not expecting it to be that intense for 50 laps, but it was fun, much needed, good experience. The season overall has been a strong season for us. It's the strongest it's ever been. It's our first full season in this car. Got some really good data, been top 5 all year, which is incredible for what we are. We're on a very tight budget, very, family-based, small, team that you can put together, but making it happen.
So in terms of the competitive nature, talk about what you learn. When you're learning, I mean, we're talking tenths, hundredths, thousandths of a second is something you can learn overnight or catch something in practice with just an air pressure by a quarter-pound change, stuff like that. Talk about that in the nature of how it is to learn, and at the same time, you can end up dialing yourself out by just trying to do something off the wall.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely overdo yourself just by, the slightest overcorrection on the steering wheel will make you feel like the car is doing something that it's not. So slowly but surely just making laps and having that seat time and the knowing of your car makes that big difference.
So you mentioned that you started out racing quarter midgets, went from a quarter midget to a full-blown open-wheel modified, pro-modified. Obviously, I guess the quarter midgets are open-wheeled as well, but talk about using that experience from a quarter midget racer that creates that base that if you're going to get into racing, quarter midgets is probably not a bad way to go if you're a young kid looking to get into racing.
Absolutely. So the thing with quarter midgets, everybody thinks I'm crazy for going from quarter midgets to straight to modifieds, but it's really not. So a quarter midget, the reaction time, you're still on 2 straightaways, 4 corners. It's just quarter scale. So the reaction time and the lap times are damn near the same. It's just 1-cylinder motor and way less power, but the overall, critiquing your marks and critiquing your driving skill and everything else is the same as it would be in this. Plus the open tires, I've always just been a preferred driver to be able to see my tire instead of fenders. It just makes a difference for me. Not everybody agrees with that, but that's just what works for me.
So in terms of, we're talking about the 2023 championship, there was a lot of excitement in the air tonight, both in the pits with the car count, then the grandstands with the fan count. Did that 2024 schedule release coming out early, you think that helped make this night a little bit more enjoyable for everybody?
Absolutely. That right there was a big, satisfaction guaranteed, basically, to know that we're going to have a race season next year on asphalt.
So in terms of this season, back to 2023 again, you talked about the progression, your top 5s and all that. Now's your chance to thank the people that helped get you here. You said you had a small team, but I see a couple of stickers and sponsorship on this car. I know you got people to thank.
Oh, yeah. So, for one, I want to thank all my family. I could not do it without them. I want to thank Caldwell Motorsports, Hyman Plumbing, which is my employer. They do it, the fact that they let me work for them and come have fun on, my own dime and, just missing work for them. That means a lot to me. Sureflow Plumbing and Drain, that's my Uncle Trey. He races all over Alabama for the street stocks, the CRA street stocks. He does pretty good in them. He's a good guy to know. And then, of course, CWR Shock Technology. They build all my shocks. That's Chris Wagner. He's a very good guy. And, of course, the T&L Maintenance. They're based out of Chapel Hill, which is where I'm from. So it's good to know people like that they see the progression that we're making. So that helps get that sponsorship.
All righty, well, here he is, your 2023 H&P Oval Modified Series champion, Nathan Caldwell. Nathan, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.